President's Cup Lacrosse continues into day 3. And what a way to start day 3 at the tournament. Already an overtime game today. Onondaga beat Capital Region 8-7. Sudden death overtime. We saw a buzzer beater game yesterday, or at least so Ladner had thought. They thought they had tied the game to send it to overtime against Kahnawake. Kahnawake won 9-8 in that one, so some pretty spectacular stuff already in the first 3 days. And yesterday's games were all excellent. They all had compelling score lines and compelling moments, although not every game finished as close as maybe the play would indicate. These two teams, St. Albert and Oakville, are both 2-0. Aaron Bold in net, wearing the red and black for St. Albert. And it's Craig Wendy wearing the whites and the blue for the Oakville Titans. Keegan Ball controlling on the first foray into the offensive zone for St. Albert. Moves to the middle, plays it across the floor. Cornfield has it from there. Looking back towards the middle. Still Cornfield. Throws it across, and there's a long-range drive, and that one is kept at bay by Wendy. Ferris got the shot away. Back up the floor comes Wallace. Showed his foot speed last night in the late game. Oakville taking down Saskatoon, putting them in a tough 0-3 hole to start the tournament. Johnston passes the ball off. Blakely feeds Lee with a drive. Bold made the stop. Looks for the outlet. Aaron Bold, nice ball forward. Here comes Riley on the run. Riley looks to the middle. Spin move by Triolo. Mike Triolo hanging on. He's got Lachlan beside him. Triolo feeds on the other side. Braden Cornfield had it. Now it's Keegan Ball to Lachlan. Lachlan to the front. Back for Ball. Loading. Shoots. Scores! Keegan Ball, 11 points to lead St. Albert coming in. And there's point number 12. Long distance shot just inside the post. 1 minute and 13 seconds in. And St. Albert gets on the board. They've had most of the possession, although Aaron Bold did have to make a save, but on that save he had a nice outlet to Riley, and it really led to more offense than anything else. Keegan Ball, a veteran, has now tied Cree Blakely, who has 12 points. He's the top gunner so far. Had 5 goals last night in the game against Saskatoon for Oakville. Ball brings it forward now. Moving towards the net. Wallace trying to stay with him. Lachlan gets open in front just for a quick moment. Ball has it again. Braden Cornfield on the run. Puts it to the middle. Lachlan couldn't control it. Ball will try to, but it's taken away. Outlet pass. Smith takes it down. Breakaway opportunity. Cuts in on goal. Aaron Bold made the save. Looks for the quick outlet. Makes a short one now. Andrew Chow coming forward. Moves it in for Triolo. Triolo for the Miners. Lachlan puts the ball down low. A run out to the top. Directing traffic as he goes up there is Ferris. Plays it off to Triolo. Lane to the net. Ball knocked out of his stick. Grabbed nicely. Obikus directing traffic with his arm as he wanted an outlet pass. Potentially he's going to run it himself. Right towards the net. Plays it across the floor, and a shot didn't get through as Blakely was looking to get yet another goal. Here's a pass to Gillis in the middle. Quickly play resumed here. Oakville playing with good pace. Jordan Gillis gets free, passes it backwards. Apers loading, cuts in a little deeper with a shot. Bold made the save. Looks for the outlet pass. Launches one to Williamson, right on the money. Williamson right down on goal. Plays it across in tight. Cornfield scores. Graydon Cornfield, it's 2-0. 2 minutes and 40 seconds in. That was immediately after a good sequence of pressure for Oakville. But St. Albert with a quick transition game. Ball at 1:13. Cornfield at 2:40. Nicely finished off play. Both teams playing with some speed in the early going. I would say that's Oakville's bread and butter. They can play the game at a high pace. They're going to lose possession off the face-off here, though. O'Meara will take it. O'Meara flips it back. Lachlan to Ball. Right against the boards, moves in slowly now, takes a wrap. Still Keegan Ball, looks across the floor. There's an outside shot and a goal by Cornfield. And this time it's the other Jordan Cornfield making it 3-0. St. Albert put up 17 in their first game against Saskatoon, and they've hit 3 already at 2:58. And immediately, Craig Wendy wants to take a bit of a break and I think act as somewhat of a timeout for his team to try and get a reset. That was 2 goals, 18 seconds apart. Graydon Cornfield at 2:40. Jordan Cornfield at 2:58. Oakville a bit stunned by this quick start and the sharp shooting work of the St. Albert Miners. Ball approaching down towards the net. Trying to get to the middle. Spins off a defender. Looks back at Lachlan. Loading. Fires. And he got a piece of that, and the ball almost went behind him, but he made sure it didn't. Oakville will transition now. Ilbekas has a lane towards the net. Hangs on to the ball. Throws it back to Apers. A bomb. Scores! Over the shoulder. Apers with a beautiful outside shot. 3-1. One that Oakville needed to get, and they certainly did. And they've just lost both clocks here at Frank Crane Arena. Shots are 5-5, score is 3-1, but we're not exactly sure what time that goal was scored. Now the clock comes back on, 3:40. The official goal time. And a blasted shot from long distance. Nolan Apers blazing that one by Aaron Bold. 4 goals split between these teams already. Not an even split, 3-1 in favor of St. Albert. Gillis brings up for the Titans and passes the ball off. Renault had a couple goals last night, puts it across. Blakely with a drive high and wide, and the ball will bound all the way back down towards Craig Wendy. Goaltender comes out, looks for the outlet. High, long pass. Apers fires it across. There's Blakely with a shot onto Bold, made the save on his angle. Outlets for Sullivan. Coming ahead for the Miners. Sullivan. Ball. Joining him is Richard Lachlan. Kinnear takes it to Ferris, back to Kinnear. Ball. Lachlan. Kinnear up top. Rushing towards the left. Ball. Looks to the middle. Lachlan scores! Great passing play. Ball to Lachlan, and they congratulate each other. A 1-2 connection. 4-1, and the 3-goal lead is restored almost instantly for St. Albert. And this looks like a game where it's going to be a goal scorer's paradise. 5 goals in 4 minutes and 39 seconds, 4 of them for St. Albert, and 4 different goal scorers. Lachlan set up neatly by Ball, and just had to put it right into the top corner around the arm of Craig Wendy. Miners ball again. Graydon Cornfield moves up slowly, feeds across for Ball. Keegan Ball to the middle, took a drive. Wendy goes down, the ball's underneath, he's going to hang on to it. A couple of 2-0 teams here, but St. Albert, the team that has made a nice push early. Wallace coming towards the front. Wallace turned back. Apers now. Throws it across. Lee for Johnston. Johnston loading. Trying to get away from Snyder if he can here. Johnston from the corner. Flips it back. Lee trying to penetrate on Lintz. Ball knocked out of his stick though. Aaron Bold looks for the outlet. Bold. Bounce pass down the floor. Kinnear settles it. Now the ball is thrown to the middle for Ball. Keegan Ball to Lachlan. Graydon Cornfield. Kinnear down low. Kinnear looks across to his left. Lachlan breaks into a run. So does Triolo. Shoots, he scores! Mike Triolo. It's 5 goals in the first 5 minutes and 48 seconds. A 5-1 lead for St. Albert. And another different goal scorer. Triolo this time at 5:48. And for Oakville right now, they need to change momentum quickly. Find a way to stop what has looked like a lethal attack from the St. Albert Miners. They put up 17 in their first game and then won 7-5 yesterday against Capital Region. Well, they're looking to get 7 in the first period. Here's a pass to the front. Another goal, this one by Ferris. 6-1, 6 different scorers. And right now, the Miners are unstoppable. Do you make the goaltending switch to try and break momentum? Do you call a time? Gets to the front, delayed call coming as a save is made by Bold. A holding call against St. Albert, and Oakville gets a chance to work on the power play. 7:45 into the period, and a 6-1 lead for a very impressive looking St. Albert Miners club. John Lynch complaining about the call, but it will stand, of course. Oakville goes a man up, and Gillis will take the ball. Gillis trots up slowly. Apers playing catch down low with Renault. Gillis, Lee, Apers, long range, put it to Blakely. Blakely, Lee, fakes, wires a shot right into Bold. Looks for the outlet. Aaron Bold, down floor pass. Too many players on. That's a turnover, and Oakville will take possession here. Apers has it. Apers, Renault, Apers again. Put it across to Lee. Fakes, Gillis, loads, pass deflected away. Lee chasing it down. Closes in. Apers, Blakely, quick stick, stopped by Bold. Looks for the outlet. High pass. Off the stick of Kinnear. Knocked over, and that's going to be St. Albert possession. Triolo's going to start the ball rag. Had the ball knocked out of his stick. The officials are going to give it back to him. Play whistled in. Triolo's got it. Moves it down too far for Ferris and Kinnear. Wendy takes the ball away. High lob towards center. Yobikis has control of it now. Johnston. Moving up with Blakely down low, and that's where the ball goes. Back to Johnston again. Renault cutting through. Lee passes off. Johnston faking, passing for Lee. Lee looks to the other side. There's a shot right on. Renault was stopped by Aaron Bold. Comes out of his crease. Outlet for Sullivan. 38 seconds of power play time remaining. Keegan Ball takes on the defender. Wallace stayed with him. Ball back for Triolo. Graydon Cornfield across the floor for Ball. Ball bounces it the other way. Ferris, Triolo. Triolo takes a look. Passes it out to the line. Shears pushing his man. Ball was out of the stick of Ferris. It is going to be taken over now. McCullough. Very late stages of an Oakville power play. It's about to come to an end here without a shot. Blakely moves it in. Lintz is back on the floor. Johnston from the outside. Fires off the arm of Aaron Bold. Ball battle ensues. Blakely going down after it. Bold, the netminder, comes out. The ball pops in front, but recovered by St. Albert. The Miners come forward. Lintz on the run. Lots of speed as he knifed through the defense. Lintz has Riley in behind him. Lintz lost his stick and the ball. And it's taken by Mays. 6-1 scoreline. The scoring has settled down. Oakville on the man advantage and some possession, but really good job on the kill by St. Albert. In a big lead already. Pass to the front, quick stick opportunity, while bounding free in front. And a chance for a run here. Burak inside the zone. Coming to the net. Loading, faking. Wendy made the stop, crease violation call though. Ball passed ahead. Yobikis at center court. Fires a high, hard pass off the stick of Blakely. He went through the crease as he was trying to come up with that pass. O'Meara starts forward now. O'Meara lifts it ahead for Lachlan. Richard Lachlan moving up slowly. Ball's in behind him. Lachlan. Ball. Graydon Cornfield. Into the corner now. Outlet pass from Ferris. Ferris is checked hard, cutting through. His ball fakes. Ball right to the crease, in close, shoots and scores. Keegan Ball, his second of the game. 7-1, 8:46 to go in what's been a dominated period by the St. Albert Miners. First two-goal man, Keegan Ball. 11:14 the time of his latest tally. A 3-goal run interrupted by Apers' outside shot. And now a 4-goal run for St. Albert. The shots are 11-11. But the quality of shots is the big difference. And the Miners just aren't missing. There's been one miss, and that's been notable because everything's been so accurate. Keegan Ball on the run. Puts it to the crease. Lachlan, he scores! Wendy tried to stay with it, but Lachlan was in tight and just was too quick and too powerful for the goaltender. Lachlan gets his second of the period, and the lead is 8-1. The scoring interrupted by that Oakville power play. Jesse Legault looks like he's going to come in. And Craig Wendy leaves in frustration. Who would have thought a couple of 2-0 teams would get together and it would be 8-1 in the first 11 minutes and 35 seconds. But on any given day, on this day, St. Albert is going to play twice. They play the host Timberman tonight in the late game. St. Albert's already been involved in one blowout game, as they won 17-4 against Saskatoon. And they're setting up in this one quite well as Legault makes a save on Lachlan. Cook comes forward for the Titans. Moving towards Aaron Bull's net. Takes on the defender. Forced off to the side. Throws the ball back. Apers moving towards the crease. Nice flip pass in close, and the shot just missed from Gillis. Pretty passing play. Apers got it back to the crease. There's a shoveled shot just wide of Aaron Bull's net from the outside. Johnston wires a drive, and that one was stopped by Bold. Ball in behind the net. Outletted to O'Meara. 7:38 remaining in the first period. An eventful one. Here's a break now for Graydon Cornfield. Faking, scores! They seem to cycle through the scores for the first 6, and now it's everybody getting their second. .7:30 left on the clock. And there's just a stunned Oakville bench right now. .12:30, the time of the tally. And wow, this is impressive from one side. And I don't think this is an indictment of Oakville as much as an impressive-looking St. Albert squad. I guess it has to be a bit of both when the scoreline is 9-1, but St. Albert is hot. No doubt about that. Bold looks for the outlet. Bounce pass to center. Kinnear from there. Kinnear flips it to Keegan Ball. Triolo's in front, just occupying a defender as Lachlan goes across the floor. Jordan Cornfield looking to his left. Keegan Ball comes towards the middle. Ball looking towards the front. Pass. Lachlan put it towards the net, and that's an easy stop this time for Legault. Oakville trying to get something going now. Ilbekas takes on the defender right to the crease. Aaron Bold makes the save. John Lintz. Williams gets out of his own end. Running to center. Looks to a man in tight. That's Ferris. Taken out, but he still got the ball. Ferris got his footing back. Delayed call coming against Oakville. Jordan Cornfield hanging on. Moving in. Dumps the ball off. Graydon Cornfield a shot. Low save by Legault. Interference could be what they call here. We'll see. Cook heads off the floor. Tripping is going to be the infraction instead. And for the Oakville Titans, thinking just what we need right now is to be playing a man down. 9-1 scoreline, 6 minutes to go in the first period. And they throw it around the outside. Keegan Ball in tight. Legault made a good save up high. Lachlan, Ball, looking, loading, passing. Cornfield is stopped as Graydon Cornfield took a shot from the angle up high. Legault, down floor outlet pass. Ball went back. Battling Shears in beside the net. And the ball rolls right into Aaron Bold, but that's going to mean Oakville possession. They'll try and use their speed to rag the ball. But their speed that was so notable against Saskatoon last night has really been nullified by a team that also was playing with a lot of pace. And right now, St. Albert making it look easy. Double team on the ball. It comes out. Andrew Chow will have it. 5:20 to go in the period. 1:10 remaining in the Cook minor penalty for the trip. Graydon Cornfield coming up the flank to the middle for Ball. Lachlan, Ball, Cornfield, Ball. Ball passing it across. There's a shot from distance. Ball takes it. McMahon back in his own zone. McMahon with a high pass. Brought in by Lee. Shooting and Bold. Got his arm up in time. Ball coming forward. Lachlan from the outside shoots one off the helmet of Legault. Into the crowd it went. This is going to be St. Albert ball again. Keegan ball to Lachlan. Lachlan has a cutter. Triolo, good save, Legault. Smith grabs the ball behind his own net for the Titans. Late in the penalty. Ball rag is now on. Clock down to 5 seconds. And they're just going to wait to get Cook back on the floor. And now Oakville can start some offense. Ball is passed to Johnston. Blakely is with him. Johnston. Blakely runs a pick. And just as that pick was happening, there was another one in the middle of the floor too. Play was whistled down. And here's an opportunity for O'Meara. Faking. Good stick save, Legault. And he's come in and provided what's been needed. Some good goaltending, but 9-1 scoreline. And just the same, a 6-goal run, a 9-1 deficit. But Legault has been steady since coming in. There's Johnston shooting one into Bold. He's making everything look easy. Bold with an outlet pass. Battle for the ball. Andrichow trying to win it. Can't do so against Wallace. Wallace takes the ball back. Andrichow's right on him, though. Gillis. Moving up slowly. Gillis feeds the ball down. Pass for Apers. Apers takes a look. Hanging on. Whips it across. Blakely a drive. Low stick save by Bold. And out come the Miners. Sullivan to the net. Hits the trailer and ball for Sullivan in close. Legault, another save. He got his arm out in time. Ball in behind the goal. Big collision. Finley, a hard takedown on Ferris. And Lachlan intercedes. Is there going to be a penalty call or just a possession call here? Strictly a possession call as Lachlan got a quick shot away off the arm of Legault. Reset for St. Albert. Ball to the middle. Keegan ball. Had it knocked out of his stick. Legault takes over. Lead pass. Spinning is Blakely. Has a man trying to get behind the defense, but Blakely is going to run himself. He's on his wrong side. Tried to feed the crease, and the ball batted loose. Heidecker takes it. Bounces it backwards for Johnston. Johnston throws the ball down low. Quick stick opportunity, but shot didn't get through as Gillis tried to shoot that one from the angle. Here's a run of the net for Apers, but as he was falling, his shot went too high. Burak. Delayed call coming against Oakville. Jordan Cornfield moving up slowly. Bolts to the bench. 6-on-5 set here. Cornfield directing traffic. Looks to the middle. Triolo didn't take it, but Lachlan did. That was off the post, I think. Looked like he had Jesse Legault beaten, but off the pipe. Unsportsmanlike is going to be the call on Apers. St. Albert in this 9-1 lead heading to the power play. Apers glaring at the officials, but knows he has to go and sit for the next 2 minutes or less. 23-16, shots on goal. Lachlan, ball. The Cornfields, Jordan with it now, to ball, shoots one, deflecting high and out of play. And St. Albert's going to get the ball back. Jordan Cornfield will take it. To Graydon, now to ball. Flips it on for Lachlan. Ball picked off. Might be a 2-on-1 opportunity here. Yobicus to the crease. A fakin'. Aaron Bold makes the stop. The ball's underneath him. That was a promising run there. It was Shears who got the shot away in tight. But Aaron Bold equal to the challenge. Into the final minute we go of period number 1. Ball to Lachlan. Ball, Graydon Cornfield, ball. Cornfield again. Now Jordan Cornfield to the front. Lachlan a shot. Short side save was made by Legault. Sprinting up the floor is Smith. Coming towards the net with Lee. Smith throws the ball back. Board has control. Board skipping around. Tries to get out of a double team. Here's a pass towards the middle. Lintz will take this away. Still 10 seconds if St. Albert can get up floor quickly. Lintz with 5 seconds. Straight up the middle. Makes a pass down low. Graydon Cornfield flipped it. And the ball deflecting to the end wall. It was actually O'Meara that flipped it to Graydon Cornfield, but no clean shot. But what a period for St. Albert. 9-1 after 20 minutes of lacrosse. A 3-goal run interrupted by an Apers goal, and then a 6-goal run to end off the period. 2 for Ball, 2 for Graydon Cornfield, 2 for Lachlan, and singles going to Jordan Cornfield, Mike Triolo, and then Nick Ferris. Wow, what an impressive period for St. Albert. A 9-1 lead, the second period coming up in 10 minutes.
Welcome to Nanaimo, the gateway to Vancouver Island. Located on the rich waters of the Salish Sea, backdropped by thick, temperate rainforest with their rolling hills and the rugged mountains in the distance, Nanaimo was the first home to the local Nanaimo First Nations people. For centuries they lived here in connection with the land. And in many ways, this close tie to the wilderness of Vancouver Island resonates today. In the 1850s, the Hudson Bay Company set up a trading post in the region here in Nanaimo. Today, that trading post still stands with the HBC Bastion, standing guard over the waters of the harbor here in Nanaimo. For many decades afterwards, Nanaimo flourished as a coal mining town. Much of this early history is on display at the Nanaimo Museum. Today, Nanaimo is a bustling and modern urban center on the edge of natural wonder. Experience Nanaimo's supernatural wilderness and find yourself again.
Nanaimo allows me to do my passions through accessibility. Just the way that it's laid out, within 10 or 15 minutes, I can basically be from my house and doing something that I am truly passionate about. For me, it's about connection. I know a lot of people go to nature to disconnect from the world, but for me, it's about feeling like I'm part of something bigger. I feel it helps me connect to other people with similar interests and passions. Nanaimo has a little bit of something for everybody, and I think it does that little bit of everything really well. It's a place where you can discover passions that you didn't even know you had.
It gives you city life and gives you wilderness life all at the same time. It has both fresh water and salt water with easy access. You don't have to travel more than 10 to 15 minutes to be on a body of water, no matter where you live. You can either be out on the ocean fishing in 15-20 minutes, or you can be on Long Lake like we are today, enjoying some trout and bass fishing.
With diving around this area, Nanaimo or British Columbia in general, it's actually rated in the top in the world. Part of the reason that we have so much life here is the colder water with lots of nutrients in the water. One of our very popular activities we do is snorkeling with seals, and certain times of year when we get the sea lions coming by us, 2,000-pound sea lion coming right up to you a few inches away from you, just amazing. You think you're swimming along great in the water and this thing comes and does a somersault in front of you and just takes off. and you realize how small in the ocean you actually are.
The best part about owning a tour company is getting to show everyone the reasons why we live here in Nanaimo. I love the culture and natural wonders here in Nanaimo, and I love being able to see it for the first time every day through the eyes of our guests. Yeah, Nanaimo really is in the center of everything.
I'm really passionate about regenerative agriculture because that's what farming is all about. Some of the most exciting things for me in Nanaimo are the harvest, when there's all this abundance and we're able to take our food and set it out into the community. And when we go out for dinner sometimes, we get to see our food being served to us and served to our community, and there's a lot of excitement around that. At the markets we sell at in Nanaimo, there are over 200 vendors who participate, and you can do your full spectrum of shopping at these markets. And so you're invited to come to the market.
Currently, right now, we're concentrated on sourcing all our ingredients from mid-Vancouver Island. We like to utilize what we can get from local farmers. Breweries, wineries, and distilleries in Nanaimo have really exploded in the last few years. We've got a couple great wineries. Just down the road from us at the Longwood, we've got a distillery that makes some world-class gin, vodka, and even absinthe, which is pretty rare these days. We've got 3 breweries in town, 1 brew pub. You can really occupy a lot of your time traveling from one drink establishment to another. We've got pretty much everything here.
Well, we're sitting here at Piper's Lagoon, which is one of these little hidden gems that a lot of people don't know about, but I'm commonly often known as the Big Cheese, and I coined the name the Big Cheese not long after I started the store. There's a pretty good variety of establishments in Nanaimo now. There's some really excellent places to eat now in Nanaimo which are doing quite nicely. We have shopping, we have all the well-known brands, but we also have a cute little downtown area with lots of independent businesses. Well, I think the location makes it very special. The abundance of parks and activities and outdoor fresh air things, and everyone who moves here from somewhere else comments on how welcoming the people are. And I think that's one thing that makes Nanaimo very special, is the welcoming and the amount of stuff there is to do.
With its dramatic and diverse landscapes, including forests like this, Nanaimo offers so much. Impressive coastlines? Yeah, we got that. Rolling hills? Rugged mountains? Yeah, we got that too.
I'm more of a country mouse than a city mouse, and Nanaimo, the city, it has enough of what I need, but just the natural beauty of it. I can feel it in the pores of my skin, I can feel it in my lungs when I breathe the air. It's just something, when I get out here and I just see trees and blue sky, it makes me happy. Yeah, my big thing every year is to go down to Nanaimo River and jump in, because the river feels like it's a healer. That beautiful fresh water and the trees around it, it cures whatever ails you, and there's nothing like it to me in the world. I've really been encouraged, especially in the last 10 years or so, that Nanaimo is recognizing the art scene a lot more and celebrating that, and there's some fantastic festivals that happen every year, and I've been lucky to be involved in a lot of those because I do live here.
Some of my passions are getting out to nature, so going for hikes to places like Ammonite Falls or Neck Point. We have one of the first wineries on Vancouver Island. We have one of the oldest brew pubs. We have a bunch of craft distilleries. I like to use Nanaimo as a base for my expeditions because it has a little something for everyone. If people want to stay in a hostel, they can. If they want to stay in a nice 4-star hotel, they can. And most people love the different variety of accommodations we have.
What surprises visitors in Nanaimo is the abundance of wildlife and the immense natural beauty. I like to go explore all the different islands because they have trails and glorious forests to see, but they all have these little bays and secret little gems. And so if you're into exploring, you get a lot out of it. My absolute favorite place in Nanaimo is Newcastle Island, or as the Nanaimo First Nations call it, Sesuchin.
Nature is a big part of it. because when you're going to carve something for the longhouse, which is in our traditional dances and things, my dad will bring me up the mountain, talk to the trees, talk to the water, thank them, and just stay up there. Sometimes it's 4 days you stay there and bath, cleanse yourself, get your mind straight so there's no doubt or meanness in your mind. So just pure things go into the thing that you're carving for the longhouse.
Getting ready for second period action here at the President's Cup. And what did we just witness in the first period? In the front half of that period, just tremendous. 9 goals in the first 12:30. A scrum around Aaron Bold, and Aaron Bold, a pro player, a senior A player, now a senior B player, but a guy that can be spectacular and can turn a game around, but he's just making everything look easy, and that's kind of been the story for St. Albert, is they're just making it look so easy. Playing with pace, playing with strength, playing with poise. For Oakville, they just want to try and get something going. Thought maybe they had. When it was 3-1 and Apers scored, you thought, okay, maybe they might have found themselves. But it wasn't to be. Wallace is really being told he's got to come out and line up in a spot for this center face-off. The ball is won right to O'Meara. O'Meara heads off towards the bench. Puts the ball into Ferris' stick before he goes. Keegan ball. Ball passes it off. Playing some catch here. Lachlan shoots one off the shoulder. Legault standing tall. Made some key stops since coming in, but the goaltending change from Wendy to bring in Legault hasn't turned the tide. Apers back onto the floor. Lachlan from the angle, puts it across. Graydon Cornfield cutting in. Tried to make a pass across for Jordan. Ball knocked away. Moving it ahead. Jobikas now. Trying to fake with a step. Gets towards the crease and dove through the crease. Lost the ball as he did. Recovered by the Titans. First minute, second period. 9-1 spread. Cree Blakely. Moving towards the net. Blakely. Back to the middle. Johnston wires one. Off a body and out of play. Oakville will get the ball back. Opportunity from the angle. There's a save by Bold. Board got the shot away and dove into the crease trying to get it. Back in is being called by the officials, and it's going to be Titans ball again. I think this is their best sequence of the game here with sustained pressure in the St. Albert end. Blakely trying to get his outside shot free, but a couple of bodies crashing to the floor in front of him, and possession will change the way of the Miners. Andrew Chow coming towards center. Pass to the front. There's a shot kicked away as Legault made the save. Fresh 30-second clock coming for St. Albert. Ferris will take the ball. Ferris goes across the ball. Ball makes a feed to his right. Kinnear dumped it off. Ferris plays across. Triolo. Mike Triolo to the middle. A pass off. Now here's Ferris. Launches one. That went through Legault. Did well to turn his body, though, to make sure it didn't get all the way by him. Here's an angled run. A pass for Kinnear. Kinnear takes a look. Ferris Opening up some space for him. Ball takes it from the middle. Now pass to the front for Lachlan. He just missed trying to go over the top. Triolo, loose ball chance. Wins it. Comes to the middle. Hard pass down low and a quick stick from Lachlan. He got the ball right back. Good hand-eye coordination from Richard Lachlan. Keegan Ball now. Settles it down. Graydon Cornfield. Nick Ferris. Ferris to the top. Bounce pass. Here goes Ball. Ball tries to get to the middle. Loads one up. Taken by Kinnear. Tries to escape Cook. Pass off the top of Cornfield's stick. And this is going to be Oakville possession. The game is 9-1, but Oakville's found a way to play with St. Albert for both the past 10 minutes, 10, 12 minutes. Of course, the lead is so big that you still need to make a massive run to get back in this game if you're Oakville. Burak comes down the floor, passes off Triolo towards the net, bombs one high and wide. And isn't that the game of lacrosse where everything that St. Albert was shooting was either on the net or in it in the first 12 and a half minutes? And now we're starting to see a few misses creep into the game. But still, when the lead is 9-1, the intensity is not the same. It just can't be. Here's a pass to the front. Ball's in tight. Legault made the save. Ball in the paint. And there's going to be a penalty call coming. Looks like a back check and a 4-minute power play. Over exuberance on the part of Mays, who heads back towards the penalty box. So a 4-minute man advantage goes the way of the guys in red and black, the St. Albert Miners. Trying to become the first 3-win team at the President's Cup, and in fact will have a chance to get wins 3 and 4 today. And we saw yesterday the difference that 2-game day will make. Nanaimo moving up to 2-1 and joining the big dogs at the tournament. Saskatoon had a 2-game day, lost them both. They're 0-3, fighting for their lives. St. Albert will set it up. Ball. Graydon Cornfield. They play catch. Ball to Jordan Cornfield. Back to Keegan Ball. Graydon Cornfield to Jordan. Ball tipped away. Oakville on the run. McCullough moving towards the net. Makes a nice move on Graydon Cornfield. A bounce pass goes across the floor. Onto the run goes Board. Couldn't escape to the net. He had 2 guys going to him. Still in traffic. Tries to worm his way out of it. Comes to the net with a low shot, but he missed the mark. High ball. Over and back call. 15-19 remaining in period number 2. It's still 9-1. It was 9-1 early, and it stayed that way for a long time. Keegan Ball. Lachlan to Ball. Passes the ball off. Playing some catch with Graydon Cornfield. Kinnear to the front. Nice trick shot there. Around the back, behind the back from Keegan Ball. Long feed for Smith. Smith pulls up. Smith controlling. Smith on the move. Draws a double team. Can he work out of it? It's a 2-on-1 down low against Smith. Ball comes out. Johnston tried to recover it. Great running there. Riley got it ahead. Sullivan, 2:14 of this power play left. An effective kill so far for Oakville. But they've still got work to do. Graydon Cornfield to Ball. Lachlan. Ball. Cornfield to Cornfield. Jordan throws it across in front. Nobody home. Still a loose ball. Whipped on net. Legault made the save. That beat out the 30, so this is going to be a new possession here for St. Albert. Triolo just rolls it down to Ball. Keegan Ball moves up. Fakes. There's a shot and an arm save off Graydon Cornfield. Ball on the floor. Scooped up, and the Titans can come forward. Smith has a man off the bench. Feeds him, and that's Board. Board coming down the flank. Able to get free. Being forced and takes a shot from Andrichow. Double team coming now. Board looks to get away from it. Pushed to the wall. Forced deep into the corner. Doing a nice job of keeping the ball there. Comes out now. Lee almost got it near his boot tops, but not quite. O'Meara's back up the floor. Setting up slowly. 44 seconds left in the back-checking call against Mays. Keegan Ball. Lachlan. Ball. Graydon Cornfield. Ball again as those two will play some catch. Ball. Lachlan to the middle. Loads. Fires. Kicked away. Legault's been sharp here. Lachlan. Passes the ball. Moving towards the middle. Nice pass off and a shot just misses. Triolo had a great chance. Now Lachlan a drive. He missed high with that. Ball in the paint. Scooped up by Jesse Legault. Legault for Wallace. Wallace working inside the attacking end. It's 5-on-5 now. Wallace coming to the goal and a bouncer onto Aaron Bold. Makes the save. Bold with a high outlet. Davis. Ball cutting in. Again Legault makes a low save. Out to center court. Dong with the ball. Speeding towards the net. Aaron Bold stopped him up high. Rebound is right there. Cook faking. His shot kicked away by Bold. And the brilliance of Aaron Bold on display right there. Jesse Legault's been busier and he's been sharp, but he's going to have to make a save here on O'Meara. St. Albert just keeps coming. Loose ball outside the paint. Miners control it. 35-20 shots on goal. And a 9-1 scoreline. But no goals. Well over 10 minutes now. Here's Kinnear up high. Pass to the front, goes off the stick. Keegan Ball recovers it. O'Meara, 5 seconds. Late in the possession. A pass to the front. Triolo being dragged down. Keegan Ball. Shot after the 30. The Titans bench wanted to call for unsportsmanlike there. Saying, hey, that shot was too far after the 30. Lee moving towards the net. Runs into traffic. Getting in close. Lee stopped by Bold. Got the arm up high. Now a run up the floor from Williamson. Coming right to the net himself. Pulls back up. Williamson defers now. Laughlin's up high. Jordan Cornfield, the St. Albert captain. 12 on the 30. Pass to the front. Graydon Cornfield couldn't get a shot. Now he turns, fires it to Jordan, but the pass didn't connect. Graydon Cornfield runs hard to the end wall looking for a loose ball. And again, Oakville wants a penalty call. Graydon Cornfield's getting into a scrap here. And you know what? For Oakville, that's a good thing. You've kept this team that looked like it was unstoppable at bay for the final 7.5 of the first and the first 9:49 of the second. So you're playing the game even up right now, but you need to go on a run. So why not be aggressive? Cook and Cornfield, they probably would have fought, but the officials didn't really allow that to happen. But for the Oakville Titans, any spark is certainly welcome. Cree Blakely. Boy, could they use the offense that he showed in his first 2 games. Quiet so far today. Oakville setting up. Renault for Johnston. Johnston coming to the front. Back for Blakely. Throws the ball across. Jordan Gillis has it from behind. Puts it up top. There's a drive on Bold. He made the save. Apers gets the ball back. He has the only goal so far in this contest for Oakville. Johnston takes on the defender. Drops it back. Blakely shoots one high into Bold, who makes the save. O'Meara coming towards the net. Passes the ball off. Here's Triolo. Shoots and scores. Mike Triolo. Goal number 2 for him. Outweighted Jesse Legault. And there's the first goal in well over a half period. In fact, almost about 20 minutes. But that is double figures. Triolo 2. Ball 2. Lachlan 2. Graydon Cornfield 2. As I said, they spread it around for the first 6, and now everyone's getting their second go-around here. Spreading that ball beautifully. And now a 10-1 lead. Triolo. Ball. Triolo loading from the middle. Plays it off and a pass to the front. Misses Keegan ball. Richard Lachlan. Ferris going to the net. Now he's got to chase the ball. Comes up with it late in the possession, so he just relinquishes, dumping the ball down to the end boards. Under 9 minutes to play in the second period. And the score line has been all St. Albert. But in this period, it's been evenly played. Here's a pass off to Johnston. Johnston takes a look. Lee being pushed back. Took a shot. Bold made the save up high. Riley in behind his own net. Takes a check, gets away from it. A high ball towards center. Burak has it from there. And behind the plate, a mix-up involving Lee. And is Riley going to be going with him to the box? I think so. So those two will head off together. 8:22 remaining in this second period. 36-24, the shots on goal in favor of the St. Albert Miners, and a 10-1 lead. But isn't it amazing how this game has settled down, and the first period is so different than the second? This second period has been tight lacrosse, back and forth, both ways. Good goaltending by Legault and Bold. Here's a pass for Ferris. Broken up. Up the floor comes Smith. Smith on the run. McMahon's with him. Smith passes the ball out. Gage Board. 4-on-4 situation, so some extra room here. Board coming towards the front. Twisting. Now a chance to come up the floor. Running down is Williamson. Avoids a check and gets it over for Nick Ferris. Ferris, Triolo. Does he have another goal on that stick? Put it on the goaltender, hoping for a pass, but it went right to Legault. Shears takes the ball away. 52 seconds left of 4-on-4. Ryan Johnston from the outside. Gets a little deeper. A pick thrown to help him from Blakely. Johnston loading up. Loads up again. Shoots and scores! He loaded up, and that caused Bold to come out at him. And then on the reset opportunity, he reset his stick, and Aaron Bold just checking his angle on that one. But a good-looking outside shot from Ryan Johnston. 13:04 the time of the tally. And as I said, this second period has been evenly played. And nothing like the first period, where it looked like it was just going to be St. Albert forever. But 1-1 in this period. And now you have to ask, is this Oakville team capable of going on the same kind of a run that St. Albert did? That's a big question mark right now. Kinnear. Jordan Cornfield helps him with a pick. Kinnear to the front. Keegan ball. Lost possession, but it goes right to Kinnear. Now ball's going to walk in. Nice pass. Lachlan stop. Keegan ball takes it back again. Kinnear. Ball's lost his stick. Lachlan takes over. Lachlan flip pass just out of the reach of ball. 4-on-4 now turns to 5-on-5. And the Titans running with the ball. Smith towards center. Has Lee. Lee throws the ball back towards the middle. Johnston, does he have another outside shot? Brings the ball down close. One of the quick stick, and just missing that was Apers. It was well set up. A nice steal here by St. Albert. Kinnear coming in with Andrichow. Kinnear pulls up. Sends the ball across for Ferris. Ball to Ferris again. Halfway through the possession. Ferris has room and time. Ball. Passing in behind the net. Triolo trying to advance to the front. Triolo to the middle. A shot off Legault. Reset chance. Ferris all the way back into his own zone, and Aaron Bold lifts the ball ahead. 10-2. St. Albert, 9 of their goals in the first period. Here's Ball trying to penetrate, passing it across Triolo. Lachlan, not sure if that hit Legault or hit the post, but it stayed out. Keegan Ball. Triolo, Lachlan there to help out. Triolo barging through with a shot. Missed the net with it. Still lots of time in the possession. Coming up is Kinnear. Kinnear goes across the ball. Ball cuts towards the middle. Ball over the shoulder effort. That goes high towards the glass and over. And this should be Oakville Titans possession. A couple of 2-0 lacrosse teams here. Oakville looking like they might suffer their first loss if they can't make a massive comeback, and could be the second blowout game of the tournament for what would be a 3-0 St. Albert Miners team. Again, so much time left, but a run is needed as a shot misses Aaron Bold's net. Sullivan has it now. O'Meara coming up with Lintz. O'Meara, Lachlan, Lintz wanted the quick stick. Ball up for grabs in the middle. And nicely taken by Apers. Apers drops it back. Wallace. Blakely. Ball moved down to the corner. Opportunity here. Through the crease. Went Gillis. Knocked down, and as the ball is played down towards center court, are they going to call for a wipe? The official checking that out. And I think we're going to have the first wipe of the game here. Yes, we are, with 3:31 to go in period number 2. 40 shots, 10 goals for the St. Albert Miners. 2 goals on 26. Aaron Bold's been that good. And you wonder about the game plan at this point. And will it change after the intermission? Will there be things said in the dressing room on both sides? St. Albert looking like, once they got that 9th goal, that they knew they could manage this game. And this game has been well managed. Even though they haven't had the same offensive success. they've still managed to keep the lead at 8. Keegan Ball coming towards the middle. Tries to spin off the defender. Ball lifts it to the front. Pass up forward. Oakville moving the ball ahead. Board. Johnston comes by to help. Board breaks into a run. Getting down deep. Throws the ball back. Lee. Johnston. Johnston winds, fires wide, well wide. And the ball goes all the way back down. Legault's going to have to come out. But that will do it for the possession. So it is going to be St. Albert taking over. Play whistled in. Lachlan. Ball. Ferris is open. That's where the ball goes. Ball. Lachlan. Triolo over there with him. Lachlan loads up, fires off Legault. Ball recovered by St. Albert. Keegan Ball. Lachlan and Triolo on that side. Triolo's got it. For Lachlan, cutting in tight, shoots, scores! Great hands in close for Lachlan. Hat-trick goal for him. Legault had him initially, but then just a couple of stick fakes to open up some more room. Well finished off. Lachlan, the first guy to hit 3 goals in the contest for his team. And the lead is up to 9, the biggest that it's been today. Second time it's been there, but the biggest that the lead has been today. Down to 2:05 left in this second period. Does it kind of feel a little bit like these teams are just kind of playing it out? You don't like to say that with so much time left, but you wonder if this game has a comeback in it. Keegan Ball with Lachlan. Ball on the run. Graydon Cornfield can't take it down. Scooped ahead for Wallace. Wallace on the run to the net. Wallace shoots. Bold the save. Rebound. Heidecker shot. Bold, I think, got a piece of that too. Yes, he did. There's a reset chance. Lintz will take over, however. Andrachow coming forward. 80 seconds to play in the period. Jordan Cornfield moving up slowly. Graydon Cornfield. Kinnear. Triolo is down low. Trying to barge his way through. Gets to the paint. Can't shoot it. And did he have a foot in the crease? Yes, he did. Titans ball. Up they come. McCullough will lead the way. McCullough passes off. Board. Moves it down low. Johnston to the middle. Johnston waits. Lee trying to penetrate. Throws the ball across. Opportunity here for Renault. Renault. Johnston shot. Bold made the save. There was Johnston looking for his second. Nice outlet pass from Aaron Bold. O'Meara has it, but behind the play, Renaud and Snyder were nose to nose. It was a roughing exchange. And are they both going to be sent off the floor? Or neither one? Timeout is being called on the St. Albert side. So the two guys battling behind the play are just both going to go to the benches. Only 25 seconds left in the period. And this is not necessarily about the importance of getting a goal here for St. Albert, but it's about the importance of this situation down the road at this tournament, where you might be in a tight 1-goal game, needing a goal with 25 seconds left in the period. So you work on it almost like it's a bit of a practice. The only thing you can't manufacture is the same urgency. It's a little bit different when you know you don't have to score here. You want to execute, but you don't have to execute. And the drama hasn't really been in this game since that massive run of 6 goals. And it actually turned into 7, spanned over 4:39 of the first to 10:32 of the second period. 7 straight St. Albert goals. So 6-on-5 set. Shot clock's not in effect here. Who's going to take the final shot? Laughlin's been the hot hand with 3 goals, but everybody out there offensively right now has produced in this game. Ball. Jordan Cornfield puts it to the middle. Triolo wanted to get the shot. Graydon Cornfield missed with his. High ball, and that will do it for the period. 11-2. The St. Albert Miners laying a licking on the Oakville Titans. And when you look at the box score, it reads really interestingly, doesn't it? 2-1 for St. Albert in the second 20 minutes, but 9-1 in the first 20 minutes. The goaltending change to Jesse Legault really helped, although the looks that Wendy was having to contend with, the starter, were awfully good looks, and there was some perfect outside shooting. But now the game has tightened right up, and it does kind of have that feeling like it's just being managed that way. St. Albert, barring giving up a terrible run here, will win the game. And so you know that going in. So the objective isn't necessarily that you're coming up and trying to score every time on the floor. You're just trying to manage it. You manage the clock and manage everything you do. And also, if you can manage a game like this, you play again tonight at 8 o'clock. So it certainly gives you a chance, if you have to, maybe empty the tank a little bit deeper against the Nanaimo Timbermen. But it will take 9 goals to erase the deficit for the Oakville Titans. They have been in tough today. 11-2 through 40 minutes. We'll be back with third period action in 9 minutes' time. After 40 minutes of lacrosse, day 3, game 2 at the President's Cup, the St. Albert Miners an 11-2 lead on the Oakville Titans. St. Albert coming back to the floor, led by goaltender Aaron Bold, who's just allowed 2. He is already the top goaltender in the tournament. 2 games, 2 wins, only allowing 9 goals. Craig Wendy was the number 2 goaltender in the tournament heading into this game, but he was pulled in the first period. So his numbers are going to take quite the hit. Jesse Legault's come in and played very well. It was only a 2-1 scoreline in favor of St. Albert in that second period, but the damage in the first was substantial. It was 9-1 after 20 minutes. The standings at the President's Cup: St. Albert, Oakville, Caughnawaga all 2-0, Nanaimo at 2-1, Ladner 1-1, Onondaga's at 1-2, Capital Region at 0-2. They have an overtime loss in there as well. So 0-2-0-1, and Saskatoon sitting at 0-3. But Capital Region and Saskatoon without victory so far in the tournament. So you're in tough. I know it's only day 3 and it's early, but you're in tough already. And boy, with how well Ladner played in their last loss, and thinking that they had a buzzer beater to tie it, they do not look like a 1-1 team, although still lots of time to change that record around. Everybody's going to play 7 times until the playoff round begins. Doug Langlois from Nanaimo told me after his second game of the day yesterday, you just want to get into that top 4. Have a chance to make some magic happen on the weekend. Hope you still have enough left in the tank for the weekend, with all the lacrosse has been played already and so much more to come. 3 more games here today. 8-7 Onondaga. They win in overtime this morning over Capital Region. What a way to start the day. Lachlan to the front. There's a low shot. Making the save is Lagoni. Comes out of his net. High arcing pass to Cook. A run is needed. Can a run be had for the Oakville Titans? Board from the outside. Looks across the floor. A pass for Lee. Trying to get in tight. Lee has Johnston with him. Johnston takes down the pass. Loading up. Trying to find some space. Not much there. Pass to the middle. Bounces loose into feet. That'll pretty much do it for the possession. And this is going to be St. Albert ball. And you can see the desperation level was high on the Oakville side, but just a wall around Aaron Bull. There was nothing. Richard Lachlan sitting on 3 goals. Keegan Ball has a pair. Throws the ball across the floor. Ferris to Ball. Triolo plays across. Ferris running. Ball pulls up. Takes on 2 defenders. Nice moves as he swung around. Jordan Cornfield. Mike Triolo. Hard pass low. Lachlan gets to the front. Lachlan, low shot, kicked away by Legault. 1.5 minutes in. No scoring in this period yet. Only 3 goals since the 12:30 mark of the first period. And there's a pass that didn't at all work out, but it's still Oakville ball. Renault loads and fires. Goes off a body high, even over the facade and behind the net. Titans ball. Ball thrown in, play back underway. Cree Blakely tries to escape a check. Gets a pass in close, put it to the middle. And there's a shot and a goal just inside the post. Jordan Gillis with a nice finish. Really good ball movement there from Oakville. And they get the first one to make it 11-3. Now can a run start? 1:55, the time of the tally. And I'm interested to see as much, if Oakville can keep this going, what the response is going to be from St. Albert. If they just continue to manage the game as they have. Or if you see a push right now from the guys in red. What you do see is the face-off awarded to Oakville. Johnston Pass across for Blakely, shoots one. That deflects towards the glass. Taken back, Andrichow coming forward. O'Meara to the net, shoots and scores! Transition goal from O'Meara. And the lead goes right back up to 9 quickly. Patrick O'Meara taking the feed and able to put that one through. Just trickled behind Jesse Legault. And boy, does that ever take the life out of you. You're down big if you're Oakville and you get a goal to maybe create a spark, and immediately after, within 24 seconds, it's answered back on a transition play by O'Meara. Saskatoon-Ladner coming up in an hour and a half, the next game of the day here. Keegan Ball to the middle. Ball passes it off. No clean shot from the outside for Kinnear. Kinnear trying to swim towards the net. Draws McMahon. Graydon Cornfield passing off for Lachlan. Lachlan flips the ball down to the goal. Right into the stick of Jesse Legault. Blaze McCullough gets the ball forward. Board approaching the defense. Riley takes a whack at him. Lee. Spin move. Lee tried to fire one, but missed the mark with it. The outside shot's really all that was there for him. Not really penetration opportunities at all for Oakville. And now Lee rips the ball into the roof. I think that one might be stuck on top of the score clock. I didn't see it come down. St. Albert ball. Lachlan coming up slowly. Triolo's right there with him. Lachlan goes across the floor. Keegan Ball has it again. Ball looks across, quick stick, and I think that went off the pipe, off Jordan Cornfield's stick. That was close. Lachlan to the net, right to the middle, shoots. That one went off the post. Graydon Cornfield has it, new 30. St. Albert putting on a bit of a press here, and will Graydon Cornfield drive to the net or just eat up more clock time? Jordan Cornfield. Keegan Ball. Triolo to the paint. Ball knocked out of his stick, but he gets it right back again. Feeds the cutter. Keegan Ball is in, but he couldn't get his shot away. Well defended just in time. Shears coming up. Apers has one of the 3 goals in this game for Oakville. Johnston rips one, scores from the outside. That's the second today for Ryan Johnston. He's got his outside shot working. Again, there's not really any penetration opportunities, so it's incumbent upon somebody to have a great outside shot. Well, Johnston's shown that he has. 13-4. .434 by the time of the tally. And they've got 13 up on the score clock, but I think that should read 12-4. Lead should be cut to 8. We'll see if they change that. As I looked up, they've got 2 score clocks going here. They both say 13-4, but I think that should read 12-4. The 4 is right for sure, but I don't think it's 13. I think it's 12. There's a shot from the outside high. Ball collected, taken by Wallace. Wallace coming forward. Makes a pass off for Smith to the front. Cree Blakely, he shoots and scores. You knew he couldn't stay silent forever. He's been so good in his first 2 games. And a 5th goal goes up on the board on the Oakville side, and there's a little mini 2-goal run to create some sense of life. 5:09 the time of the tally. 2 goals in less than 40 seconds. Four goals in this period, 3 of them going the way of the Oakville Titans. Possession's going to go the way of St. Albert. They've found ways to quickly crush any momentum that Oakville's had today. Did they do it again? Lachlan. Ferris. Ferris for Keegan Ball. Interception. Here come the Titans again. Yobika's trying to get by the defenders, getting to the crease, faking, but he shot it over the top. He's shaken up down on the floor, but his teammates carry on working the ball. Ball passed ahead, Apers. 6 seconds. Apers put it across. Blakely. Board wanted that pass. Couldn't take it down, and now it is going to be St. Albert ball. The Miners in possession. O'Meara coming forward. 6 minutes in. O'Meara pass to the cutter. Graydon Cornfield. Legault got a piece of his shot. Gage Board takes over. In tow is Cook. Board looking across the floor. Working to the middle. Shoots one, a bouncer, but too high off the facade, out of play. It was tipped, though, so this is going to be another ball for the Titans from the corner. Play whistled in. Cook puts it across for Lee. Winding, firing, deflected. Taking a couple of funny hops on the way to the net. And outletted now. Patrick O'Meara right up the middle. O'Meara to the crease. Triolo shoots. Missed the goal. The ball's in behind. Taken by Legault. Jesse Legault for Shears. Nearing the 7-minute mark. Now they put the score clock back to 12. It reads 12-5, the correct score. Gillis controlling. Gillis. Renault fires right into Bold. Bold. High pass. Riley's onto it. Delayed call coming against Oakville. Horrible timing for them. Ball. Moving up slowly. Still 10 on the 30. Keegan Ball to Richard Lachlan. Cornfield. Ball. 3 seconds. Put it across. Quick stick. And just missing. Jordan Cornfield. He wanted that one and thought he had it. 12:33 to go in the third period. Second game of the day at the President's Cup. Slashing call to come against Renault. Lachlan, Triolo, they play catch. Now they play in ball. Ball loads. Lachlan shoots. Just wide. Ball recovery. Oakville need to think about offense here. Yes, a ball rag is great. But St. Albert in this lead of 7 goals, they'll take that. Shears. Backing down to the corner. Shifting, but he draws the double team, so he's got to hurry out of it. Snyder and Riley raid on him. Ball continues loose. Lee. Nice recovery here for Oakville. Lee needed to pass out of the double team, but over and back's going to be the call. St. Albert will take the ball. Keegan Ball moves it up. Lachlan to Ball. Goes across. Graydon Cornfield. Now Lachlan faking. Ball loads. Cornfield shoots. Ball stopped by Jesse Legault. Up the floor comes Smith now. He's got a head of steam. Board joins him. Apers coming through as well. Smith will hang on. Board draws the double team. Tries to run away from it. Push near the restraining line. Trying to hang on to that ball. Does a great job of doing that. Board pinned down the double team. Can he keep the ball? Still doing a great job. What a captain shift this is. Double team Went down to his knees and draws a penalty. That was sensational. Gage Board went from wall to wall and for about 10 seconds was being double teamed, pinned up against the wall. The ball didn't come out of his stick. Then he was dropped to his knees, and once that happened, he drew a penalty. Williamson's upset with the call. But there's a guy that doesn't look at a 12-7 or a 12-5 rather scoreline and say, no, this is not our day, boys. There's a guy that wants to inspire. And man, is he out of gas at the bench. What a shift. Now a power play. Still with time, 10:33 for Oakville. Apers. Gillis. Johnston, who has a pair. Blakely. Apers. Fire. Scores! He's got 2 in the game. A power play goal. Great outside shot. And it's 12-6. Since the 12:30 mark of the first period, Oakville has outscored St. Albert 12-6. And yet they still trail by 6. You'd like an 8-minute do-over. Just an 8-minute do-over. If you're the Oakville Titans right now. From 4:39 of period 1 to 12:30. Giving up 6 goals. There's the difference in the game. You always think of those third period runs as the important ones in a lacrosse game. Well, because normally they are. But so far, it's very clearly that first period run, and not just that 6-goal run, but 9-1 after 20 minutes. Because then you can outscore a team after that 5-3. There's a slash to the helmet. O'Meara didn't like that. Apers got him. You can hear it all the way up here. Lachlan. Braden Cornfield to Ferris. Nick Ferris flips it to the middle. Taken away. Up the floor now comes Cook. Cook with speed. Coming towards the net. Loading, cuts in tighter, but his shot went too high. Bounces into the crease, and Aaron Bold takes it away. Bold with a high outlet. Andrichow. Jordan Cornfield. Drops the ball down. Keegan Ball takes it. Triolo. 9 minutes to play. 12-6. St. Albert with a big lead, but nowhere near the size it was. Jordan Cornfield getting away. A shot kicked away by Legault. Nice ball recovery here. And the Titans can move forward. Finley's up and over center. Has men with him. Finley defers for Board. His first shift since that amazing penalty kill. Gets the ball back. 12 seconds on the 30. Board takes a look. Makes a pass across. Cree Blakely. Does he have another goal in that stick? Lee. There's a drive. Blocked in traffic. Brought away. O'Meara. Right down Main Street. Cutting to the goal, but his bounce shot went too high. Wanted to make the bounce shot, but that wasn't the bounce he was anticipating or hoping for. There's going to be a penalty at least to Oakville here. Just one. The officials are going to have a talk about it. Cree Blakely's going to the box. And we'll see what the call is going to be. Blakely talking to the official and now being sent away from the box. And is he going down to the dressing room? That's exactly what's happening. The leading scorer coming into this game for the Oakville Titans. The offensive leader is now out. Added to his goal total with another today. 7 for the tournament. It's a 2-minute minor, but Blakely down to the dressing room. We'll hear the announcement momentarily. With 8 minutes to go, the minor just throwing it around. Jordan Cornfield, Keegan ball, good low save by Legault. Wallace takes the ball, trying to move ahead. Roughing and a game misconduct. So Blakely out. That is costly, especially with a 6-goal deficit. The obstacle in front of the Oakville Titans. From the middle, ball. There's Graydon Cornfield. His shot is stopped. Legault has been really solid here. Almost 2 periods plus. Here's ball. Flicking it on. Lachlan a drive. Legault makes another save. Up the floor with the ball comes Smith. Smith on the run. Gets by his man. Board controlling. 40 seconds on the power play. Board stands and waits. Tried to pass to Cook, but the pass was just off the mark, and Riley with the ball recovery. St. Albert can move forward now. Riley. Triolo. Everything's so deliberate here for St. Albert. They know they've got control, even if the score hasn't really gone their favor for the last couple of periods. Pass for Lachlan. Ball tried to go to the front. Pass was blocked. Back to 5-on-5 and a penalty call coming here. Or so it looked. Might just be some equipment repair that's needed right now. The arm came up for a second as Legault heads over towards the bench. Not sure if it's his shoe or his leg pad, but he needs to get that sorted out. So I don't believe there's a penalty call whatsoever here. I think just a case of some equipment repair. It looks like it's not the shoe, but the pad. But that low strap, we got the tape out right now. 6:09 left in a 6-goal game. And the difference, a tale of 8 minutes. 8 minutes less 9 seconds in the first period. Where St. Albert went on a run. They just looked unstoppable at the time, and now these teams look even up. What a difference. Renault coming towards the net, getting in tight. Low shot, and Old made the stop. Transition opportunity now. Sullivan running. Sullivan, Burak in, faking, scores! Wonderful transition, speed, and some nice hands in tight. Derek Burak gets the 13th goal. The lead is up to 7 with 5:43 remaining. And you can tell by his reaction, even though they have the game comfortably in hand, no lacrosse player likes to see the other team get the better of you for a run, and that one felt good for Burak for sure. .543 left in game 2 on the day. Ladner Saskatoon coming up. St. Albert has to get ready to play again not too long from now. They've got the Timbermen at 8, Conawaga, Onondaga, the 5 o'clock game today. Oakville plays again tomorrow against Capital Region. Looking like that's going to be a battle of 2 winless teams. Here's a chance in tight, and there's a 4th goal for Richard Lachlan. His stick's been working today right from the outset. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, now 1 here in the third. And a bit of an exclamation mark. (14-6), and the lead goes right back up to 8 again. And are we going to see coincidental penalties before the next faceoff? Snyder and Renaud both heading towards the box. That's exactly what we're going to see. A small taste of 4-on-4. Looking forward, especially to the 5 o'clock game, Onondaga-Caughnawaga. Onondaga with that big win this morning. They could get right back into the mix if they can come up with another one. And Caughnawaga looking fully deserving of their 2-0 record. And what a game it was against Ladner yesterday, 9-8, Caughnawaga winning. So that one will be intriguing. And then St. Albert against the host Timberman at 8 o'clock, another intriguing matchup. Based on form, you'd say Ladner would be the heavy favorites in the next matchup against Saskatoon. The only thing that Saskatoon might have going for them is the desperation factor, something that you can't manufacture. They have to win. Ladner will want to win, but Saskatoon has to win this next game. Board setting up from the outside. Moves the ball in. Johnston sitting on 2 goals. Lee tries to cut to the net, shoots and scores just inside the post. That's a beauty of a shot. 4:27 left in period 3. And now 14-7. No quit on the Titans side. 15:33, the time of Lee's marker. They were outscored 2-1 in the second. They have outscored St. Albert 5-3 here in the third. Off the face-off, which way is possession going? I think this is going to be Oakville ball. And they'll try and claw away a couple more goals if they can. Lee coming towards the net. Has Johnston in behind him. Johnston looking to the front, took a shot. Bold made the save. And a high flip ball. Andrichow looks across. Has the late man in Lachlan sitting on 4 goals. Lachlan setting up slowly as the clock ticks under 4 minutes in the third period. 14-7. Lachlan trying to push his way through. Quick stick effort from Ferris, then shot from a stiff angle. He goes sprawling into the crease. Oakville ball. Jesse the goal will take it. Up to McMahon. McMahon spots Board. Moving towards the net front. Board loads up. Passes down to the corner. Ball goes free into traffic. Still loose. And nicely picked up and fed ahead to Riley. Riley moving up. Heads back to the bench. Wants to bring out the offense for another set. Just a few of those left in this lacrosse game. Braden Cornfield. Kinnear. Triolo. Late in the possession. Triolo just outside the paint. Throws the ball back. 30-second clock violation. That's going to mean another clock here for Oakland. For Oakville. Outside opportunity for Lee. California dreaming, I guess. Pass to the front. Didn't get through for Apers. Brought ahead now by St. Albert. Andrichow to the middle. Riley to the front. Nice goal there from Ferris. 3-way passing play. 15-7. That was pretty to watch. That's the type of execution we saw in the first period from St. Albert. And we see it here late in the third. Second goal today for Nick Ferris. When the ball gets flung around like that, fan-friendly lacrosse, no doubt. That is one thing. St. Albert's fun to watch. High skill. Can score the pretty goals and the ones in that tough area as well. Board. Plays it back. Cook trying to find some space, and there's not much there. Drives one into Bold, who made the save. Ball goes into the corner. Board runs away with it. Loads up. Tries to get to the middle. Nothing there. Still Board hanging on. Driving in deep. Board. Flip pass. Cook shoots. Scores. Wicked shot to the top corner. 14-8 with 98 seconds to play. Beautifully placed. And from our camera angle here, you can get a good look at that shot right to the top corner. And you can see how far from the camera angle that it's just going so quickly. And imagine if you're Aaron Bold, you're trying to stop that. There's just no way. .98 seconds remain. Great shot by Cook, right to the top of the net. .15-8 scoreline now. Up the floor goes Cook again. Looking for more, and Aaron Bold stopped him down low. Ball recovery for Oakville. Matt Lee moves up. Up the floor comes Lee, and ball taken by Board. Board looks, loads, just missed outside the post, and the ball comes back down towards Jesse Legault. Final minute of period number 3. Ball rifled down the floor by Legault. 2 more possessions left, barring turnovers, but that's what it looks like. St. Albert will just use all of this next one and likely give the ball back to Oakville for the end. Not playing for a reset. The first 3-0 team at the President's Cup is going to be the St. Albert Miners. In convincing fashion, 15-8. Barring another goal here at the end. And O'Meara just shovels down the floor. There's still 20 seconds left. And again, Oakville no quit. They're going to try for one more. Down to 15 seconds. Looking for goal 9. Lee loads up, fires. Bold made the save. Lee grabs the rebound, cutting in, but he couldn't get a shot through a defensive wall. And that will kill the remaining time. A 15-8 win for the St. Albert Miners. 3-0. And 2 convincing offensive performances. 17-4 on opening day. And 15-8 today on day 3 to start. They've got another game tonight. Game 2 is a completely different day. A 7-5 win, a real nail-biter in their game against Capital Region. Bold and McMahon will lead the handshake proceedings, and the game MVPs will be handed out. You have to think Lachlan looks pretty good for an MVP with his goal total of 4. On the other side, maybe a dark horse pick for Jesse Legault, who came in and really settled things down, although I don't think you hang too much of this on Craig Wendy. It was just St. Albert coming out on fire to start the game. And for that first 12 and a half minutes, they just looked unstoppable. It wouldn't have mattered who was in net. But Legault would be an interesting dark horse pick. Johnston had a couple of goals from the outside. Apers, I thought, was good. 2 goals for him. Gage Board was prominent at times. And we'll see what those who do the picking have to say about the MVPs. A 2-1 record. And that's what you have to remember. If you're Oakville, 2-1 is a very good record. They're tied with Nanaimo now in that second place spot. Nanaimo's also 2-1. Nolan Apers gets the game MVP. Couple of goals in this game for him. One in the first period, then a nice power play shot in the third. And I would lean towards Lachlan for game MVP on the other side. But we'll see again what the pickers come up with. They go with Keegan Ball. Couple of goals for Ball, but I don't have the official assist count. They'll post that on the game sheet a bit later on. But yes, Keegan Ball, always noticeable. And he's so shifty. You think you've got him, he spins away. He's got a long, wide motion with his stick and very good on his feet. So Keegan Ball, the game MVP on the St. Albert side. Strong performances all around for the guys in red, and deservedly at 3-0, leading the way in this tournament. And have another game later on today against Nanaimo. Oakville has the morning game at 8 a.m. tomorrow, so a chance for a very quick regroup. 15-8 final score. St. Albert 3-0, Oakville 2-1. More President's Cup in less than an hour.